Welcome back to Building a Home with Heart. This morning I woke up with a mind full of activities that I felt like I needed to get done. I don't know if you ever do that. Some days are worse than ever. So what I like to do typically when something like that happens is I'll just brain dump it all. And basically what that means is just putting everything that's in this brain of mine down on paper, and then I can prioritize it and it lets me kind of relax. This is actually Sunday mid-morning. I've just finished Sunday service and I need a clean, I need my brain to rest if I really want to focus on something. And obviously I want to focus on Pastor's message and I don't need all of these things coming at me at 100 miles an hour. So it felt good to have it all down on paper, knowing after service I could come home, make some sense of it, put it out on my planner for the week, which I will be sharing with you in a future video, and tackle as many of them as I can here today. And I thought I would share some of those tasks with you. I do need to, well, let me back up. My mom, who is 88 years old and just lives down the street from me, loves her Instant Pot. She uses it all the time. I had one in the past, used it a couple of times, did not love it, gave it to one of my daughters, but then she had me so enamored with everything that she makes in hers that when she asked, what do you want for Christmas? Well, she got me an Instant Pot. So today I am determined to make friends with that Instant Pot. I am going to do something that should be very simple, that I've heard very many people do successfully, and that is make a pot of chicken broth. So I'm going to make peace with my Instant Pot today. That is on my list. I received a beautiful pork roast from Five Mary's Farm, where you guys know I get my pork and beef from. I trimmed off all the fat because I purposely want to try rendering a little bit of lard. That's one of those skills that maybe our grandparents had. In my case, for some of you, it might be your great-grandparents. But I think it's a good habit to get into, using up every bit of everything that comes into this house. It's another part of being a good steward. So I want to render that quality pork, which I know was raised on good grass and foraging and organically and all of those things. I want to render that down to lard. So that is on my list. We use the last of our elderberry syrup. I need to replace that, but I also want to try elderberry tincture, and tell me in the comments if you use either of those. We have always used syrup, but tincture has a longer shelf life. So I want to try to have both on hand. So I want to replenish my syrup and start a tincture, which I will share the process with you. Takes a month to 2 months to actually become medicinal, I would guess is the best way that I could put that. I need to plan my weekly menu. Our vitamins get filled on Sunday. I know this is such interesting stuff. I need to calendar all of these things that are on here that don't get done, plus any appointments that I have. I do have a fun lunch date with a good friend on Tuesday, and then a birthday dinner with some more friends from our old house on Wednesday, God willing. My mom is also having my brothers over for the Rams game. We are in California, so obviously Los Angeles Rams fans. So that game is going on today, and I'd like to take over some kind of a dessert to share with the family. So I have on here baked peach gallette, which I have never done before. I want to try that. I need to start our sandwich bread. I need to make my weekly sourdough. I want to find a Crockpot meal for today and get that started. I have some bare root strawberries that I have had for a while that need to get in some soil. And then my husband asked if I would finish updating our bill pay. I don't know why I'm sharing this with you, but we just moved, obviously, and all of the bills that go out are not in the computer, so he can pay them electronically. So that's a lot to get done today. So obviously I know I'm not going to finish all of this, but it was just all like clouding my brain, and that's not ever a good way to function. I want to be able to focus on whatever the task is at hand, and part of that task is going to be enjoying some time with family, with my mom and my sister-in-law while the game is going on. I will be honest, I might peek in there, but seriously, don't really care that much. Don't tell my brother so, because they care a lot. So anyways, all that to say, I'm gonna take you with me today to do a few of these things. We'll see what we can get done. The rest will just be scattered through the week, and I will be good with that. So, once again, welcome back to Building a Home with Heart. I'm always thankful when you stop by. Leave me a comment. Am I crazy to be afraid of my Instant Pot? Do you use one? Do you love it? What is your very favorite thing to cook in it? Please convert me and take away my fear. But let's go ahead and get started. And as always, thanks for stopping by.
We got time on our side. We're in a state of home. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive. And the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise. That with you I feel alive. You'll be the last one I think about. We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise. That with you I feel alive. You'll be the last one I think about. When it all breaks down, I'll wait for you right here. And I swear that we got nothing to fear. It's a miracle that you and I are finally here. I saw you walking the line.
So it is Monday morning. I did get a few things finished yesterday, but not everything on my list. And I knew I wouldn't, and that's okay. We need to give ourselves grace. I only put all of that down on the list because I needed to get it out of my head and not forget it. I don't know if it's age, I don't know if it's being too busy, and there is such a thing as too busy, or just having a brain that doesn't stop firing. Whatever it is, I always feel better when I get things down on paper and can remember them better that way. So yesterday I did get my sourdough started, and as you can see, I got it baked. I went ahead and did 2 mini loaves. I always share one, and then I will cut one in half, put half in the freezer, and keep half for my toast in the morning, because I do love sourdough toast in the morning, either with some fresh preserves or cinnamon. But I do start most every morning with my coffee and some sourdough. So that did get finished. I did make the peach gallette, and I showed you that. I took it to my mom's. It was okay, and that has nothing to do with the recipe. It has more to do with, it was the first time I made it, and I don't think I put enough liquid in the dough because I had trouble rolling it out. I did the chilling, I did everything like the recipe said, but it was a little too thick, a little too dense. It still tasted yummy, but for me, I know for the next time, and that really, if I could encourage you in any way, is what learning homemaking, homekeeping skills is all about. You are not going to get it right the first time. It may take several times before you get it right, and it may be something that you've done it and it was just like, okay, I'm going to file that. I know how to do it, but I don't feel the need to do it again. I am not one who's looking to do everything from scratch every single time. I think there is a balance in that. There are going to be some things that you totally enjoy doing and some things that you're glad you know how to do. For instance, last week I had burritos on the menu and I didn't realize I had had John the weekend before and we made breakfast burritos and I used all our tortillas. I do not make tortillas from scratch all the time. In fact, I don't make them very often. I love them too much, but I don't make them from scratch very often, but I knew how. So I was able to still carry out my menu plan without running to the market because I know how to make tortillas. And that actually is my Instant Pot. If you can hear it going off, I did figure out my Instant Pot and I can tell you, I think I am going to love it. I didn't know if that was going to stop beeping on its own, but it did. So this morning I got up and I read through the instructions very thoroughly. It tells you to practice with just water, which I did, and then I went ahead and put in my chicken broth, which is just basically a chicken carcass and any bones that I've accumulated over the last week or two, chicken bones. And then as I cut up vegetables for dinner, my husband has a salad every night and it always includes red onions. I will save the ends of the red onions, any celery tops or bottoms from celery, leftover carrots, that kind of stuff. I just put it in a freezer bag and I just keep adding to it until it's full, and then I know it's time to make chicken stock, which I did today. I just went on Pinterest, found a very simple recipe. In fact, it wasn't really even a recipe. It was basically throw your stuff in, put some water, and put it on for 2 hours, which I did. So it smells like I have been cooking chicken broth all day. So if this is delicious, wow. Now that is something that I will do in the future, and I love that. I'm all about learning new skills, and that is how we keep fresh, that is how we keep sharp, and that is how we prepare. So chicken broth is done. I will show you when I open that up. I am just about to put on chicken Sunday's Crockpot dinner. Actually, it's going to be Monday's dinner because my mom had leftovers from the game yesterday, which the Rams won, yoo-hoo. My mom had leftovers, so I brought that home for our dinner last night. So today I am just about to take you through putting through this Parmesan chicken Crockpot meal, which we will have for dinner tonight. So let's go ahead and get started on that. And I think we did pretty well. So let's go ahead and make some chicken in the Crockpot.
Had more of your smile. What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. Fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream it's everywhere. Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that there should be. There is no one who has a heart as pure, no, not like yours. Dreaming of you. 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 I'm dreaming of you. What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars,